After being teased with a prototype cosmetic over the last couple months, the Wilson Shift 99 is officially here. Several months after the initial prototype was launched and Wilson received feedback from many coaches and players, the final iteration of the Shift 99 received some small updates to the cosmetics, as well as a faster feel with every swing. Thanks to a graphite fiber layup, the Shift 99 has been designed with a modern game in mind, bending in ways that complement more vertical mechanics. It is torsionally stiff for stability and power, while being laterally flexible for excellent spin. Intermediate to advanced level players will enjoy the impressive ball pocketing and feel. I was lucky enough to hit with a prototype of the Shift 99 last year, and I was a big fan of the Clash series, so I was really interested to see what Wilson would do next. And when I first started hitting with the Shift 99, I found it landed in between the Clash and the Blade for me. It had that Clash feel that I really liked, great ball pocketing, and sometimes I wasn't quite sure where the ball was landing on the string bed or where it was going to land on the court. However, it was landing in, so I really could not complain there. Another thing I found was that it offered more control than the Clash, maybe closer to the Blade. And I also thought that the launch angle was a little bit lower, especially than what I'm used to, and my balls were landing a little bit short at the beginning. So I had to make a quick adjustment and swung a little bit faster, aimed a little bit higher, and gave it a little bit more spin. And once I did that, I was able to be really successful on court. I would call this a confidence racket. The faster I swung, the better results I had, and this was most apparent on my serves. Now, when I was really going up and after the ball and generating racket head speed, I was hitting a lot of great first serves, actually a lot of first serves that I was winning free points off, and even some aces, more than I'm used to. However, on my second serve, I was wanting it to be a little bit more forgiving, and if I didn't keep that racket head speed up, I was dumping a lot of my second serves in the net and having a lot more double faults than I'm used to. Overall though, I think this is a really unique offering from Wilson and definitely worth a demo.
I really enjoyed playtesting this new Shift racket. The specs are right in my wheelhouse, and I just found this racket really easy to use and to swing. I think this racket really rewards players like myself who like to hit with a lot of topspin. I found my shots to have some nice net clearance, and then they were dropping in because of the heavy topspin I was able to impart. Now on my backhand side, I do tend to hit a little bit flatter, and that is where I noticed that if it would be a little bit flighty when I was really trying to go after the ball. I just had to really be careful, get under it to get that topspin to get it to land in. Now up at net, I really enjoyed this racket as well. I liked hitting touch and spin shots with it. I felt well connected to my shots. It did get pushed around a little bit against bigger hitters, but I think all in all, it held its ground pretty well. Now I will agree with Brittany in that it does remind me a little bit of the Clash rackets when they first came out, in the fact that I would hit a shot and I knew it was going long, but somehow it just dropped in. So that was really cool to see. It was really fun, and I just liked to be able to hit shots that I had no business making. All in all though, I thought this racket had a lot of great aspects to it. Easy to use, lots of spin. And I think if you're a player that likes to hit with a lot of topspin, then this is definitely one you have to check out. That wraps up our thoughts on the new Shift 99 racket. Now we're heading over to Australia to check in with Tennis Only. Amelia, what were your thoughts on this racket?
Thanks, Jason. I was so excited to playtest this Wilson Shift 99 racket. There has been such a hype about it and its launch. It's a racket that could possibly shift other loyal brand players to the Wilson brand, as there's nothing else like it. It's completely different cosmetically and the way it plays. It's a racket that's stable, and it has easy control and great power from the baseline with my ground strokes. It also has a reduced vibration at the hitting point for me. I personally play with another brand, and I definitely could feel some similarities between that racket and mine. My only downfall would be the 300 grams. It's just a little bit too light for me. I do play with a heavier racket. This racket would be definitely well suited for your intermediate and your competition players. All in all, I really enjoyed playtesting this Wilson racket. It definitely suited my game, and it definitely suited my net play. I loved volleying with it, and it gave me great control.
I was on this playtest as well, and the first thing I noticed about the Wilson Shift 99 was its elegant paint job. Its all white finish with a slight blue tinge gives it a very classy look that I think a lot of Wilson players are gonna love. The second thing I noticed was the tight string bed. It's quite congested towards the throat, and that helps to give the Wilson Shift its low launch angle. The 1620 pattern coupled with the 99 square inch head is what's going to help separate this racket from all the other competition out there. Play-wise, to me, it felt a lot like the Clash, but just a little bit more control orientated, which is something that I always wanted from the Clash. So I'm really happy that Wilson have come out with this. I think it's a great addition to their line of rackets. For me, it felt great on the forehand. Obviously, with the Western forehand, having a slightly larger head size that I'm used to is going to give me great forgiveness. It gave me great spin. It's everything I wanted on my forehand. Took a bit of adjusting on my backhand because I like to flatten that one out, but the 1620 pattern had me covered. I can recommend this to all intermediate players, 15 years and above. More advanced players, bigger hitters, you can still find great value in this racket by adding a little bit of weight in the hoop, 2 to 3 grams to start out with, and adjust accordingly.
We strung up the Wilson Shift 99 with Luxilon Alu Power at around 53 pounds. For more information on this racket or any others, please check us out at Tennis Warehouse, Tennis Warehouse Europe, or Tennis Only.